Hello, welcome to my channel. I have a lot to talk about. Well, we're gonna do little by little, so I'm gonna do just this portion now. But there's plenty to talk about out there. But the ongoing thing. Well, welcome to my channel. Like I said, before we go on, share and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It really helps. So now let's go back. I want to talk about the DOGE. I mean, everyone seems to be getting upset with it. Everyone's the Democrats in the White House, Senate, whatever, Congress. There's like lawsuits coming out from everywhere, right? They are being held accountable for spending our money on nonsense stuff. This is like an ongoing thing. It's stupid. This should not be going so hard. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be going so hard at it. They're being caught. And unfortunately, it's the Democrats. It's those Democrats, those crazy ones. I'm sure there's some Republicans that were getting some. I'm sure both parties, they had, their hands in the cookie jar. That USAID, that's an issue. That is an issue. That keeps on coming up. And that was just a slush fund for our government. And come to find out, our the officials, like even the presidential candidates and everybody, they were using our taxpayer money, to do illegal stuff for to use it against the opponents, the other presidential candidates. It's ridiculous. Like I believe Hillary Clinton, really bad. But yeah, so they're all bad, all of them, and they need to be held accountable. And all of them are freaking out right now because that's exactly what's happening. They are being called out and they don't like it. And here is a little, just something to watch here.
Later, but my view, same thing with CISA. Death penalty for organizations that participated in violations of the First Amendment, like CISA. Cybersecurity is an extremely important function. It shouldn't be contaminated and undermined by censorship activities.
I think it's always been known that our government has funded the change in administrations, if we can say it politely, of other governments. But isn't it borderline treason when the taxpayer when organizations entrusted with protecting our country are now undermining our own government?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're trying to do regime change, illegal, if you're weaponizing DHS, FBI, CISA, that's treasonous regime change activities redirected, that we developed abroad for regime change, directed against the American people and our representatives. I mean, it's shocking, and we still haven't dealt with it as a country.
Mr. Chairman, I see my time has expired. I'd like to introduce into the record, or ask unanimous consent to introduce into the record, an article in Newsmax, Schellenberger, USAID paid for Trump impeachment effort, dated February 6, 2025.
All right. So this, you've probably been seeing this USAID scandal. $50 billion basically used to undermine the American people, invade us with illegals, brainwash us, create these narratives. Now, this independent journalist, he's finding different USAID funded organizations. They were behind trying to get President Trump impeached, which means they were funding the Democrat-led effort to undermine the sitting president of the United States. What are your thoughts on this big story?
See, this is why you saw the Democrats have that rally and how nothing but Democrats have been raising hell about this, because they know that USAID is their slush fund. They know it.
See? They know it. And they're freaking out. And rightfully so. They should, because they should be held accountable for it. But they've been using our money to do this. I mean, this is the worst. I am so mad. I mean, we should get our money back. They spent our money so wrong. But yeah, and it's sad because they didn't care about us. They just used our money amongst themselves. And that's our government for you. So what Elon Musk is doing and what Trump is having him do, that's a good thing. They need to be able to do this. It needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be gone through. I mean, my goodness. Okay, well, we're gonna hear a little bit more on this. Okay.
They've been doing it for years. I have in my new book, the Inner Tolerance, they were talking about pre-FAR and how Joe Biden and the Democrats was using pre-FAR, and this was it was a program that George W. Bush set up, and it was designed to prevent AIDS in Africa. And over the last 20 years, it's prevented over 25 million cases of AIDS in Africa. Joe Biden and his administration started using pre-FAR as leverage by telling African nations that if you don't set up LGBTQ, if you don't set up abortion, if you don't set up this climate change agenda, that they were not going to give them any more pre-FAR money. And a lot of African nations said, well, you can just keep your money. And that's where Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping came in, and they then filled up the gap that the United States of America had lost. That's how China and Russia got into Africa. Our government started using its money. And as you know, that's what Vladimir Putin was complaining about in Ukraine also. He said that we will come into Ukraine pressing LGBTQ, climate change, and a lot of these anti-Christian, anti-family values that he said that we don't want. He doesn't want abortion over there. And that was one of the reasons why Ukraine and the Soviet and Russia got into it. So the Biden administration started using the federal government and USAID as a slush fund and a weapon to press these liberal, crazy ideologies all over the world, and also to do damage here in the United States of America, domestically, to any.
Hear that? So they were even using our money and threatening the countries. They say, hey, we'll help you. Yeah, but you need to do this and this and this. Push LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, whatever it is. And, climate change and all the stuff that people are like, and abortion. They're like, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So then, so then our government's like, well, then we won't help you. And then they're like, we'll take your money. Okay? That's sad. Ukraine, Russia too, same thing. That they don't want to deal with. They don't want all that crap in their politics. Okay? But here, and then they even use the money here to make us the hot mess that we are now. So this has a lot to do. This is bad. Our government did this on purpose. On purpose. Now they want everyone fighting, everyone's this and this and that. But in reality, when everyone thinks about it, our government did this. Our government is causing all of these problems. It's the government. We shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. We should be wanting what Elon Musk and Trump is doing, President Trump, making these people be held accountable for everything that they're doing. We need to let this keep on going. Let that train go. Let it go. Let it go. They can dig in there, and they're showing us how the money is not being used properly. They're spending our money on crazy things. I mean, I have a list here that I got off of the DOGE site, okay? And they have it there. I mean, they're very transparent. This is just some of it. But here it is. It tells you how the money, what places, oh my gosh, they are not good. They're not good. But then on top of this, how our government officials are abusing the taxpayers' money. Our money is they're just going in there. Hey, let me I want $20 million. Let me take $10 million. Throw it over here, throw it over there. Wasn't their money to spend. We trusted our government to take care of us and our country, and they betrayed us. They betrayed us. It's just sad. And let's listen to a little bit more.
One that will come against them. Donald Trump was number one on their list. They've used it probably to come after you, come after me, and anyone that's come against them. These people, as I've said before, are evil. The Democratic Party is an evil organization. It's a party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots. And now Elon Musk and Donald Trump is there. They're pulling the scab off of this. USAID is just the tip of the iceberg. And when you saw Schumer and Maxine Waters and all of them go go to the streets to try to stop this, you know that the Democrats support it, it's got to be no good.
Yeah, at first.
So that's true. See, remember I was telling you in my other videos, the ones that are crying the loudest and making the biggest fuss, they have something to do with it. They know, and they're getting kickbacks. You know they got some kickbacks. You know they did. It's going to come out. But we need to let Elon Musk and his team do their job. Let them do their job. It has to be done. It just does. Period. It needs to be done. Yeah, and then, so I went to the site, and these, this is telling you right here what our things are, what the money's being spent on. But they've been canceled thanks to DOGE, right? They got this canceled. Let's see, 10 million for Mozambique voluntary medical male circumcision. $10 million. I don't even know where some of these places are. Doesn't even sound familiar. I never even heard of them. 9.7 million for UC Berkeley to develop a cohort of Cambodian youth with enterprise-driven skills. Huh. I feel like that's important for us, right? Okay. 2.3 million for strengthening independent voices in Cambodia. Again, what does that have to do with us? Nothing. Why is that money going over there? Oh my gosh, 2.3 million? Really? Really? Okay. And then let's see what else they have here. Get this, 32 million going to the Prague Civil Society Center. Why? Why? That does nothing for us. How is that even benefiting? Okay. I know. And then, $40 million for Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Hub. Yeah, because we need that. Just throw $40 million away. I mean, we can actually use that money for better things here in America. For our homeless, our veterans, our kids, our food pantries, our the people, North Carolina, LA, everywhere. Okay? Hawaii still. And let's see. This is so bad. 14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. Yeah, I feel absolutely that's doing something for our country. Yeah, totally. Let's see. Oh, this hurts. This hurts right here. 486 million to the Consortium for Elections and Political Process Strengthening, including 22 million for inclusive and participatory political process in Moldova, and 21 million for voter turnout in India. Yeah. That's how they were going to try to push that through. Thank the Lord DOGE, Elon Musk went through this, because these are being stopped. Are you adding up all that money? Okay. Let's see. And then 29 million to strengthen political landscape in Bangladesh. Yeah, Bangladesh. Okay. 20 million for fiscal federalism in Nepal. Because that totally helps us. 19 million for biodiversity conversation in Nepal. More money. 1.5 million for voter confidence in Libya. There's one for you. 1.5 million for voter confidence in... No, I did that one. Okay. 14 million for social cohesion in Mali. 2.5 million inclusive democracies in Southern Africa. 47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. 2 million to develop sustainable recycling models to increase socioeconomic cohesion among marginalized communities of Kosovo, Roma, Ashkali, and Egypt. Yeah, all of that. Does nothing for us. But that was our money. That was our money that our government took from us and spent it wherever they wanted to. But you know, it didn't all go there. They got kickbacks. And hell, they probably didn't even give the money, whatever the amounts, to any of that. They probably put in their pockets, because how many of those elected officials that we voted in are not even voted in? Some of them were just put in, and they're worth millions now. Millions. Yeah. How do you think that happened? Yeah, so anyways, I think that Elon Musk and President Trump are doing great, and Elon Musk's team, DOGE, is doing what they're supposed to do. And they keep on saying on the news, we didn't vote for him. Yes, we did. We knew the cabinet that Trump wanted. We all knew. It wasn't secret. It was all out there, transparent from the beginning. So when we voted for Trump, we voted for all of them. And we wanted this to happen. This is what we voted for. So the Democrats and everybody in the government needs to step aside and let this be taken care of and let this be done, because we, the people, want it. And it needs to be done. Period. But yeah, so anyways, that's just my 2 cents about that. But the money, all that money, add it up. You can slow it down and listen and just add it up. Ours. And thank the Lord, Elon, stop this. And this is just some of it. There's a lot more. So you cannot be against this. This is for us. This is for America. We need this. We need this to help everything go back to normal. You know, like the eggs, and they're complaining about, that's another whole nother segment, but a video. But yeah, you know, the food and everything is not going to go down like that, people. There's a process. He's doing a lot more and everything else that he can do right now and get things done. With the monies and the oil, getting, you know, more digging, drill baby drill, and him doing everything on the tariffs and whatnot, that's going to help our food, the price of the cost of living, go down. And even, and it won't go up, and maybe our wages will go up. Everything's going to come to an even kill to where we're going to be okay. But it's going to take time, people. It doesn't take like 2 to 3 weeks, even 5, even a month. It's going to be longer than that, okay? Before we're going to see some substantial evidence, like right there in your face, like it's going to be right there. We need to give it time. It took 4 years to put us in this hot mess. It's going to take way more than, you know, it's not going to be like, but like, as I said, I'll digress. That's a different video. But yeah, so DOGE is doing a good job. That's all I'm saying. We need to let this train keep on going and let them get that money, hold people accountable for that money being spent. That shouldn't have been, that the government just kind of used our money for whatever they felt like using it for. So, yeah, that's pretty bad. And hopefully this is going to be nipped in the bud and taken care of. But I think the government, if they have a problem with this, and they need to stop the lawsuits is what it is. If they don't want to help, that's fine. But they just need to get the hell out of the way and let the rest of them that do care about this country in the Senate and the Congress, let them do their job. Let Elon Musk do it. Let President Trump, let Elon's team. We need this done because we the people are tired. We don't want to be screwed anymore. We want our money. We want to know where our money's going, and we want transparency. And the abuse of our money is crazy. I mean, we should we should get paid back, or shouldn't have to pay taxes, or forgive everybody that owes taxes. They should just not, they should be like, okay, you guys are clean because we're dirty, and we spent your money on anything we wanted. Just an idea. Well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on my next video.